Andre Stomartin, the manic architect. An architect, pub owner, reveller, and murderer. Andre and I studied together briefly at the university. We met during the student riots. We stitched up his gunshot wound myself, an unexpected reunion. Andre always felt confined by dogma and morality. Only a fool could expect him to come to this town and settle for simply pouring Twyrene and nothing more.
A firm hand's useless if the heart is soft.
See the dust of my beloved capital on this man's feet. Cue the fanfare. I'm sure we've met before. Wait a minute. The university? Juggling knives on the table? That was you, wasn't it? I remember the time we got the better of those bastards, eh? And you sat there all demure, but the tables went over you, grabbed the gun. I remember. Very brave of you. Those are the days. Look at me now. Yes, those were the days. Daniel Dankovsky, in case you've forgotten. You? Andre Stomartin, the Downgate, the Alley of the Heroes Ensemble. The other stairway round. The house. Earned me an expulsion from the Architects Guild. My little brother and I designed them all. But he gets all the laurels and I get the curses. How things go. Really? I didn't know that was all your work. It's an honor to meet you. And my joy. But you've come from the capital. What's the situation? How's the University Court of Miracles? Is Sapago still alive and kicking? The old bastard still owes me a lot of money, come to think of it. I didn't present my thesis there, but rather the academy. The topic was a bit too bold for the university elders, I think. What? Did you resurrect the dead or something? I started working on it. Haven't finished it yet, though. We're going to be very manic after this, aren't we? Since you're here now, tell me, have you tried Twyrene yet? It's a very special drink. Step herbs of a peculiar character, infused with liquor. The effects on a man can be mind-blowing. I admit it's quite an addictive business. Architecture was getting old anyway. Not yet, you know? Glad to meet someone from my old life here. We'll talk again. I need to ask you something urgent now. What? You are your own master, I suppose? Like they say, a man's life is his to ruin. How can I lighten your mood, then? Did I select the wrong one? I heard some sort of medicines being distributed through your establishment. Alleged vaccine for this devilish sand plague. Why not? No guts, no glory, as they say. Come on, tell me more. You must have heard this damn pest ran through here 5 years ago, right? The worms didn't just sit idly by after that. They threw together a remedy, a dead gruel, they call it. Younger old Gimsky came to me and suggested I had it out at the pub. Clever of him. Worms? What worms? Don't seem too concerned with the disease here. Doors wide open. Get skid and drunk, masquerade of death. Classic. Not afraid of creating a focus of infection, are you? Traditional medicine can lead to useful inventions, but I'm sorry, I have to doubt this. I wouldn't think of you, of all people, would be scared of something like that. You're a doctor. It's some herbal concoction brewed with infected blood. There's some entrails flown on the floor. Make a tiny cut on a smidgen. You go to bed breathing easy. Vaccination, if there ever saw one. I'm at a loss for words. Has this remedy even been put through trials? There we go. Behind you, see the dancer? She had some of the stuff yesterday and walked through the sick district to pay a lover a visit. Oh no. Oh no, I know who she is. And here she is now dancing. Feet off. You die in 5 hours. Love for sandpest, don't you? Eat if you're tough. She's here like nothing happened. So you employ infected dancers then? Don't panic, Professor. Their step concoction works. I'm sure of it. I was just about to try it on myself before you came and it distracted me. The dancer participated in the experiment and still lives. We need to examine her immediately. We'll return to this conversation later. Ghoul's analysis. I'm pested present in the Vlad serum. Guinea pig was the dancer. Did the Yagachin send you? Why isn't he here? Why are you here? Who are you? So many questions. Andre, Stomatin steered me your way. What do you need, Erdem? I'm a doctor. I was told you traversed infected district after a dose of dead gruel. I'd like to know how you feel now. Any complaints? No complaints. I live well. It's just my heart that aches. The heart, I see. What sort of pain? Stabbing? Burning? Is it constant, or you only feel it in the evenings? It's a metaphor. It's sinking, fluttering like a moth on glass. Someone lives in my heart, not one of the Kartange. Are you talking about the sufferings of the spirit, my good lady? The body doesn't suffer alone, Erdem. If there's pain, it's everywhere. My heart aches, my legs are shaking. It's more like it. Your legs are shaking, you say. How can you dance then? No one here knows how well I dance. I used to dance elsewhere, not within the walls, out on the earth with my feet. Spoke to Mother Bodo. Then the lean year came. Went to the abattoir to pound the hides with my heels. Your lifestyle changed rather drastically, is that it? The abattoir is hard, dormitory is hard. Couldn't live there, cramped, stony, far from earth. I left, lost my shelter, lost my heart. Now I dance within these walls. How long ago did you abandon the abattoir and the dormitory for the pub? When the new moon came, I had a dream. The dormitory was a box. Someone took that box with his soft white hands, placed it in a lavish cupboard and locked it up tight. I left it that very day. The moon was full now. You can count the days yourself, Erdem. You see, tell me, when did you first feel this malaise? Was it back in the dormitory? That is where I felt it, where my legs began to shake, my head grew heavy. Mukazar, a bad place. Looks like you were afflicted with something before the young Olgimskis. Experiments. Before you walk through the infected district, I need to get to the bottom of this. Yushi Oilgon Glib. Have you asked your questions, Erdem? Do you need me anymore? I'd like to have a closer look at you if you allow it. I may find other symptoms on your person. One here looks at me, Erdem. You can too. Still, step back a bit from where you're the centre of attention. You'll need to undress fully. Heart racing from dancing, or is it a symptom? Strong build clearly gets regular exercise, doesn't get exhausted. Inflamed skin, pimples, rash, bites. Scratch, a minor injury, or an itch that she scratched until it bled. We have the casebook as well. Kulan. Okay, no, there's nothing on here, is there? Inflamed skin. Pimples, rash, bites. No. Wrong bit. Go back. There's a cut as well. Itchy skin? Natural focal disease caused by Yersinia pestis bacteria. Infection occurs through contact with infected patients. Contaminated water or mosquito bites carrying bacteria. Infected experience some muscle weakness, headache, in some cases dizziness. The bite area becomes itchy. Later, a rash of ulcer formation appears on the body. The patient experiences constant itches. Ulcers may bleed, compromised immunity. Constant scratching of ulcers may lead to complications. But she also said that her heart and also her legs were restless. Lymphotonitis. What do you want to know, Adam? Nothing. I'll go tell Andre he hasn't quite grasped the state of your health.
Oh, I would have let my fists fly if it weren't for these stitches.
Hey, while you were back there toying with my dancing girl, I remembered they opened some deranged lab in the capital to exterminate deaf. It was called something funny, erotica maybe. Heard of it? Right up your alley. I see you're quick studying disdain. It's the Natica. What have you heard about it? You see, you and I are not just fellow students, we're fellow sufferers. My creations are also on the kill list for what it was, intellectual extremism and anti-humanism. Been checking in occasionally, curious as to what they decide to chop up, and I don't mean the architecture. Both in the wake of those measures, the polyhedron of Damocles hanging over my lodgings. One of your creations too, isn't it? Recognize my signature style? Did you? It's mine, all right. Mostly my brother's, though. He's a genius, a shining brilliance. Been introduced to the two of you. Though it can wait for now. Tell me, what did you think of my dancing girl? That girl, in what capacity does she work for you, if you don't mind me asking? She dances. It's hardly work for her, like. It's their lifestyle. Are the herb rights yet? Their bare feet, they touch the earth, and the earth bears the twire. Then I bear it down into fantastic liquor, everyone's happy. Dancing at the pub is not, for an audience, it's not the same as dancing in the step, I'd say. What? Getting all holier than thou on me? Don't drag anyone in here by the throat. Come on their own? What about the dancing girl? I thought you wanted to check how she's doing after the dead rule. She has a different infectious disease, potentially contagious. She says she lived in the dormitory until recently. She must have contracted it there. But it's not the plague. Anything else can be cured, and you're just the man to do it. Will you say, will you treat her Kulan? Wait, did you say Kulan? I know that name. She said she was in love, and he wasn't a man of the step. Andre, she... Do I count it? Tomorrow. She'll die of the plague tomorrow. And the next day I'll meet her lover at the warehouses. Yeah, I did recognise her. Dankovsky, you're telling me you didn't try to Irene. Maybe you don't need it with that head of yours. Do you hear yourself? Just assured me Kulan has some malady other than the sand plague. Now you're raving sheer nonsense. I need to take a breath. You told me Kulan walked through a plague district to see her lover. Her lover's a bandit, is he not? Just looks the part, as kind as a soul as you ever find, all bark and no bite. Nobody calls you medical lot Sawbones. I learned that word for him. Big City Sawbones, that's him. He's the one who told me Kulan died from the plague. But he himself will still be alive 2 days from now, despite coming in contact with... Wait, what if it's the presence of another disease suppresses the plague's communicability? During a hand of prophecy. Know who gets another day under the sun, do you? Really, Dankovsky, take a seat, maybe. Rest a little. You're spouting some higher caliber nonsense. The lack of sleep talking. Did you have a little too much of the good stuff? Yes, I'm rambling from lack of sleep. All I meant to say is, I suspect Kulan has the plague after all. How's that? You're making my head spin. What about the other malady you found? No, she's infected with something else, and it slows down the plague. It's just a hypothesis. It needs testing. It would explain everything. A whole peculiar clinical picture. I figured the healthier you are, the better the chances of survival. Turns out the plague gobbles down on the sick more slowly. Not to her taste, perhaps. Only those suffering from infectious diseases, I think. The onset of the first infection is more acute. We don't see any signs of the plague for a while, at least. What now? Make Kulan your lab rat and shut down my pub. Don't let anyone new inside. Don't let anyone who's already here leave. You're going to do that. I need to speak to the local authorities as soon as possible. I need a research facility, people, emergency powers. Look at you, all bossy. Did you learn that from directing test tubes back in the capital? Did they goose-step for you like the good soldiers? They sure did. By the way, I'd like a sample of this dead gruel, and you'd better destroy the rest of your stock for your own sake. My decision echoes in the future. And we've gone full manic. Fuck. Suspicious. Vicious poison artifact gained. I need to get rid of this fucking menu before I die. Man, you what? Shaking all over. Is this a seizure or something? Should have called a doctor? I am a doctor. My old man had something like that. Shaking first, then foaming at the mouth. That's what it was, straight to the grave. You should take some pills. Maybe alright, pills might help me. Oh, I don't have any medication. I've literally not seen any fucking medication. I love that you fucking run at a million miles per hour.
Dribbles.
What is it? Oh, it's almost the end of the day. I should just go home, right? We could do it quite quickly, apparently. Fuck.
How's my brother? Any news from him?
Okay. And a medic I'm not, just the other way around, an architect. I said the other way around. Okay. Now you're pouring drinks in the provincial pub, that's quite the resume. Have you ever tried to try her in yet? Not yet. Okay. Good. My heart won't be isn't in step no longer. First of my days, but
Don't stand there like a statue.
my laboratory. Flying high. It makes the fall that much more painful. Right. You see, you and I are not just fellow students. Okay. Oh, that puts you in full mania. Just that.
Just stay away from me this time of
okay.
year. Come to think of it, keep your hands off anything.
But my mania wasn't that high this time. Still, I am in danger.
It was quiet in Town-on-Gorkho.
Quick, I need to play on the swings as soon as possible.
Tired of this noise.
You don't want to be in depths and grace. I need medication. Otherwise I won't survive. Okay. That's... medication for what? So I took damage then. That because I'm just carrying the suspicious potion. Okay. Artifact. I'm slowly dying.
I do have an heir. Our town.
Minkowski, you're back. This means I've won. Won? What? And from whom? My assistant was certain you tried to flee the town. We even made a wager, but you came back, which means my assistant owes me. We split the pot. I'm a generous man. I'll only take half. You see, this town will give you all the winnings, fair and square. For now, I'll keep them. Deal. That's a great title for my memoirs. I saved the town for 10 coins. We haven't even started saving it yet. I'm already writing memoirs. I like your optimism, but we should demarcate the scope of work first. Did you examine this dancer? What was your diagnosis? I did examine her. Let me be frank, the vaccine won't protect anyone. The subject has the plague. Suspected as much, but hoped that... Are you certain, Dankovsky? The medical term is intercurrent disease. One illness can slow down the progression of another. Dancer is ill with more than just the sand fever. That's why she's still alive. Alas, her days are numbered. I see. Listen, Dankovsky, I'd like you to take charge of the epidemic emergency command. I'll give you the authority to issue decrees, quarantine measures, and supply logistics. Anything else which our salvation depends. Perfect. I'm tired of seeing the results of other people's decisions. We need a doctor who's ready to make decisions, like Sitor Barak did 5 years ago. But first, I need to inform you that Vlad the Younger of his dismissal. He should hand everything over to you. Tell him it's my personal order. I want to look at the man in the eye himself. Ted Gruel from Steppe Savages could have destroyed the entire town. Make no delay. We need to still reorganize the emergency command's operations. Tell me, what do you need to start, Dankovsky? I need to set up a hospital. I need space. I need people, orderlies. I mean, not patients. I need patients too. But there won't be any shortages of those. We'll provide you with orderlies. You'll have volunteers starting today. Finding a space will be trickier. Not just any building will do. Something spacious with plumbing, at least access to clean water, ideally with windows for ventilation. There's a list of places I can think of. Cathedral, the theatre, the dormitory, the polyhedron, all of them large and can fit many people, though they were built for other purposes. You can strike the cathedral off the list. I've been there and it won't work. It's a weird place, and even being inside is a strain on the nervous system. I'll check out the other possibilities. Come back to the town hall when you made up your mind. Work out the remaining details, equipment, operating procedure. In the meantime, I'll look for some work hands. The decision maker shouldn't have to see everything personally. No need to prepare yourself too thin. Work hands will certainly be useful. Okay, the town is doomed. I need to get rid of this. It's the Harrisbecks, Artemi Barak. Cub, Ripper. This man seemed to have many names as people who knew him. He was a local healer, a Menku, a surgeon, a half-blood, a killer, not liked but respected. Completely failed to understand what truly made his hometown so fascinating. We were like two people walking the same street from opposite ends.
That which is torn must be tied, and that conjoined, split apart.
First I thought they refurnished the town hall, then I realised the furniture is the same, but the smell had changed, a new person. I got some special scent. Every person has a special scent, Enshen. You're no exception. I probably regret asking, but what is it that I smell of? Your clothes smell of soot and grime. Those who live in the capital only just come off the train always smell of that like that. As for your flesh, you're not drinking enough water. Your body is dehydrated. That makes it smell of pond scum. Well, I've heard this. Your system is telling you it's water, but looks like you're not listening to it. Where have I heard this? Diagnosis by smell, that's the new one. Instant smell runs in the family. Father used to know who was going to knock on our door before it happened. People thought it was some sort of sorcery, but it was just the smell of their dirty, disease-ridden bodies. The very ones he worked with day in, day out. Most peculiar gift. More useful for a hunter than a doctor. Depends on how you look at it. Disease, Emshen, often does manifest as a smell, especially if it's somewhere deep in the organs. I too am heavily burdened with my education and academic degree. Better take that into account if we are to work together. Qui adit scientiam adit a laborem. I haven't spent my whole life here, you know. Been studying medicine. Just returned a few days ago. Of course, you're an educated person. Artemi Barak, the man of two worlds. Phenomenal how those shamanistic practices coexist with medical knowledge in your head. Might be just what you lack, Emshen. You're a stranger here, and it's limiting your options a lot. I could help you. Deal. When I need to track a wounded Japoa in the steppe by the scent, I'm sure to come to you. Looks like you're so impressed with my sense of smell, Emshin, that you're going to joke about it for the rest of the day. Joke all you want, then, but keep in mind I'm a local and I'm allowed to cut open bodies. You're not. What are you going to do about that? Well, you have a point there. I haven't thought of that. We will indeed need to dissect bodies. What's in it for you? My town is dying before my eyes. My father's dead and is already. I cannot stand idly by. That's noble, but I must warn you, if we fail, and fail we shall, it's just a matter of the number of victims, then we'll be on trial, and you as my accomplice, you're ready for that? I am. I like your attitude! Sorry, I was at the center blade there. Then we have a deal. Okay, but I'm about to die, so my respects. Sought after by the local butcher, he wants to talk. He and Barak agreed to help each other in fighting the Sandpest. Vlad the Younger decided to save the town with some suspicious. Need to talk to him. Okay, where the fuck is he? I should do that immediately.
Just don't touch me this time of year. And don't touch anything in here.
No, Dankovsky, I've been expecting you. I've heard rumors disapprove of my vaccination methods and been forced to use. Let me say in my own defense, however imperfect, it's better than nothing. I have. Your father in the town hall was boasting about it. Where does this vaccine of yours come from? You see, I've had reasons to study the kin's way of life. That is... I'm going to have to load my fucking game, aren't I? That is, our workers, whom my father unjustly considers subhuman. It's not true. During the first outbreak, they fabricated a makeshift remedy from sandpest, and now I've taken upon myself to issue a vaccination decree. Tell me, Vlad, do you have a medical education? This isn't rhetorical. Please answer the question. Where did you study to be a doctor? I didn't. Fine then, let's go step by step. What makes you think your so-called vaccine works? I told you I witnessed the results with my own eyes. The sandpest buries people within the day. Those who took the vaccine are still alive. The testing took place in the dormitory. You wouldn't be allowed inside as my father is. Let's say touchy about that, but there's to Martin's pub. Well, you can check there. Already checked. And so, Danto's still alive because the different illness is slowing down the sandpest's progression. She has a day left, no more. Truly, that's worrying. I've been checking on Kulan every couple of hours. They keep telling me she's fine. Does that mean the vaccination decree is to be revoked? We sent a couple to Stillwater for you. Burnt it in the fireplace. That's exactly why I'm here. I need to hand over the responsibilities to me right now. Sabrov's orders. And everyone, including your father, will have to accept it. May have trouble believing it, but I'm glad, actually. Glad that a doctor will be leading the fight against the epidemic. I only accepted this position because others were afraid of making mistakes. I hope we don't part as enemies. We'll likely have to work together in the future. We'll see. Turn to the Stillwater and I'll arrange to move the emergency command there immediately. You'll be assigned personal secretary to help with the paperwork. He'll explain the details. From now on, your decrees will decide the fate of the town. Congrats, Dankovsky, and my condolences. You did what you could, which was brave, and like all acts of bravery, it was risky.
Just don't touch me this time of year. And don't touch
I'm taking
anything
command.
in here.
Immediately fucking dies. Okay. It's my actual health, isn't it? Broken heart. Again. I can't take the thing off him, obviously.
My brother doesn't know how to build a true polyhedron. Only I do.
Curious establishment
You
can
gotta
be some
lay
sort of
down
workers' club for
bones
the
for the
local
foundation.
proletariat. Pub doesn't really cut it. You could call it an artistic den. Everyone comes here basically for the same thing to drink and shake loose their wildest thoughts and desires, so they're more easily sloughed off. I call it the broken heart. You're the owner.
Firm hands useless if the heart is soft.
That was analysis.
There's nothing to talk about.
Okay. Don't let anyone new inside. Don't let anyone. Yeah, I don't want to sample the dead girl. Until next time, Andre, that dead girl is as good as poison. Don't tempt fate. No, I don't want the poison. Fuck. Ugh. Right, I'm going to go to the lab instead. Can I do that? Is it on the map? Okay, that's weird. But, like, we've got a few hours now. We're going to die of mania first. No. What do you mean? I've got this fucking thing on me. Okay. Well, at least I know I'm supposed to loot this place.
Use some quiet.
Alright, I was trying to look on the internet for like any sort of help with this situation, and of course the game's brand new, so like no, there's nothing. But like, I'm assuming I should have picked up items that could help me heal. Although it is midnight now where I am. But like, I can't survive. I need to load a previous save. I don't know if I can. Is there any way to not pick up the item? I don't know if that cost me anything or not, but it's gonna be better than dying.
You do look like a hero. From the front. But what about the other end? Bend over. The soul is weaker than flesh. It snaps like a matchstick.
Sorry, perhaps I am moving. Okay. This lead I've got. Equal authorities. Until next time. Might not be the best man for the job, certainly more competent than the other claimants. Okay, I don't want to have the fucking item, thank you very much. Oh, we just have to run, I suppose.
As if things are animated.
Really needed that not to happen.
Any choice is right, so long as it's willed. That's the truth.
What?
Fuck, I don't know how to get rid of it. I'm assuming I just need to heal, but like I've got nothing to do. And I can't get any advice off the internet. It's... Maybe my mania's not helping.
No promises about taste, but it'll certainly be hot.
I mean to do that.
Well, it was a productive night.
The doctor.
Without luck, you can't catch a fish in a flood. Without love, you can't divine truth from blood.
If you want a house of cards to stand, you'll have to breathe softer.
I'll have to replace your degree with something more sensible. Mental migrants. Okay, we've gone back here. We're not dead yet. What are you doing? Where is the theatre? Aaron, Lemsky's forced his subsistence on me. Received visitors, handled paperwork, and of all things, Stillwater loved the Inquel most. Best it didn't occur to me what true all really was. Oh, he's spying on me, is he? Soldier, you taken upon yourself to rule the town and save us from the disaster. Let's assume it's true. Boss assigned me to help you. An organizational sense, so to speak. What are your orders? My desk here will be my workspace. I'll put my papers on it. No touching, no moving anything around. Duly noted. Do you want to give me a general strategic overview of your administrative approach before moving on to specific orders? Do you have a concrete plan of action? How many days? Precious little time. The town appears to have only have 2 or 3 days remaining. Beyond that, it will become a hecatomb, which means we must bargain with death for more time. Another delay, another day, never then 2 more. You mean you're not going to defeat the plague? You're just going to delay death? Of course I'm planning to defeat it, so I need more time to research the disease and develop a vaccine. Infection isn't the only threat facing the town. Panic is equally dangerous. The public is illiterate and fears restrictions. If our medical measures are too draconian, they put our heads on spikes. Speaking of someone with experience dealing with emergencies, is that the case? I've seen how students behave during a riot. Most intelligent people lose their minds in the face of death. Sometimes they'll work against their own interests. It's different circumstances though. So we have two epidemics, one of plague, one of fear. I've written that down. Well said. We must balance the seesaw. At times we'll need to lift quarantine and measures to prevent unrest. At other times we need to distract people or amuse them. We must find a way to suppress discontent, otherwise the town will fall to flames rather than miasma. Muse? We may find there are multiple approaches to solving the same problem. What matters is balancing the levels of discontent. Contagion that allows us to live another day. I'll draw ideas and inspiration from anything and contemplate decrees constantly. I'll sign them right here at this desk. With this you'll have full control over the town's condition. If only, doubtlessly events will transpire that influence both unrest and contagion. Must deal with the consequences. With any luck, I'll be able to clear the plague's districts on my own. At least I'll do my best if it works. Be an immense advantage. It's good because emergency commands and resources are limited. Volunteers, equipment, fuel. I'll have to change the decrees often, adapting to the situation, offsetting one thing for another. Should be prepared for that. Written it all down. Of all of this I show you while you hold power. Every word will be law. Law of heaven, not mainly of earth. Any orders fulfilled immediately. You won't have to worry about who fulfills or how. Everything will run like clockwork. Sounds promising. Let's see if I can pull it off. Yes, right now I'm going to analyse the medication on Vlad. It's been injecting people with. Fuck for that. It's dangerous on its own, but might lead to other findings. I'll send you an orderly to the pub. And you'll send orderlies to the pub. I need samples of the dancer's blood. They'll know which one. Written down. And that disastrous decree about dead ghoul vaccinations must be taken down. I'll do that myself. Town management takes place at my desk. Only stories told in full are included in the interrogation report. If a story is abandoned halfway, it must be retold from the beginning. That's interesting to know, isn't it? Can't take Vlad's vaccine from the town and give it nothing in return. First, I examine the composition of my lab. Okay. I've got to do that immediately, otherwise I'm going to die. It's to my left. I can't fucking see. How do I leave this fucking room? Okay, good news is I can heal. Where's the lab? It's upstairs. We can at least load the conversation. restored the focus of infection and the plague receded. Adding Shabanak is a good alternative to Creed. I'll come back to that. I just need to find the lab right now. That's not the button I wanted to press, to be honest. Maybe you just won't until I've done it.
Who's staring at me through the looking glass? Ooh, not what I need, but I set up my laboratory. Once I have the reagents, to the prototype, to the reagents. What are the compounds killing the town? To get to work. Oh, okay. We're going to load our game. Swipe my other game.
is where I set up my laboratory. One side reagents, the other prototype. Set of reagents for analysis, set of chemical synthesis. Now as for the prototype. It's now. Apparatus for experiments. Perhaps I can obtain the first vaccine sample. Station. From the charger for this device. One of in a suitcase. Turning to the reagents. That's enough. Let's get to work. Supposed vaccine in which younger Olkimsky is poisoning the town. The Odonge invented it. They say it stimulates immunity to the sand plague. Greetings, esteemed Doctor. Adrian's my name. Heard you were looking for volunteers. What's the first to sign up on the spot? And as an orderly, mind, not a bruiser. Want to mend, not break. I'll be the one doing the mending. Your job is to carry the dead and separate them from the living. I asked him to send a volunteer to Twiring Den. Is that you? Just come from the pub, Doctor. No easy feet to get in there. Mr. Martin's barricaded the place like he's expecting a frontal assault, which has happened before, I mentioned. Did you get samples of the Dancer's blood? Just yesterday, Govan cavorted with weak calf, and now she's not feeling well at all, shivering to her very bones, fever spiking sharply, half-stood her step blood. With all possible precautions, poked her poor arm all over. Won't matter much to her soon anyway. Shouldn't walk around without protection. An armband won't save you from miasma, so I'll address that later. They locked her up tight in the back rooms. Here's her blood, still warm too. What will you do with it, Doctor? Not going to make the townsfolk drink it, are you? You won't go for much for that approach around here. No need to take your shoes off. I'm on the brink of a major breakthrough, and I'll be signing an important new decree soon. To enforce it, I'll likely need everyone available. Why am I still dying? Can I put this shit down, please? The enacted decrees have already affected the town more threats, in more dangerous districts. I've not done it. I've not actually picked up the stuff that will heal me. Oh, we're gonna have to load the game, aren't we? Fuck. Should have loaded my game. Oh, that's a lot.
Shard, a new me.
Ah. No, 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 John, stop doing that. Fuck. Need to take that one where the glass hasn't been broken yet. Because at the very least we can get the stuff back.
Stop staring at me. Push over.
Trying to find the fucking... medicine. Ah! I need to figure out where the fuck it is. Hang on, what happens if I
The broken ones don't lie.
It seems like I could just break that one window forever. Yeah, but where's the ones that heal? I need the healing thing. Well, the good news is, it seems like I can just farm this one mirror.
This is it.
The bad news is, I have no idea what the medicine is. And I need it if I'm not going to die. Let's do this now. I have destroyed a focus of infection. The plague receded. Fighting Shabnak is a good alternative to decrees. Move decree. That is, new decrees will appear if you carry out tasks for the locals. Minus 15 contagious, minus 35 unrest. Don't need to do anything on this because we did Shabnak already. Okay. Quarantine early, then we can try and get rid of the unrest. Town still seems to die. What is that 100 for? So that's a critical event. On day 5. It seems like 100 is what we can't have. Ooh. That's interesting. We gained an extra day though. But the guy's gonna, if they're gonna die regardless, at this point I'll work on unrest instead. But we may need to go in and clock some shabnaks, you know? At one point, I need to increase for day 3. Day 3's doing grand. Just so we don't have to do this one again. Where's the guy? Killer doctors. Enacted decrees have already affected the town, more threats mean more dangerous districts. The organism. That fort. Received samples from sick bride. Antibodies are what the town needs. Time to brew the real vaccine. It's a different place. Vaccinate the population with experimental drugs from That seems good to me. I still have these. Okay, I don't have the artifacts on me anymore. Fuck for that. It is 3:20 a.m. I wonder how long day 3 lasts. I'm gonna save because I've been doing this for almost 2 hours. I still appear to be dying. I worry we're gonna have to do this all over again. No, like finished stories are finished stories. Yeah, I mean, I should sleep. I wanted to finish the day, but I'll figure something out. Yeah, and we faffed around a lot with me dying. I'm curious as to what happens when everyone else does that, if they just better give up healing, or if we're just supposed to give up healing. Which I can do now, at least, then I can trade. Thank you very much for watching. I've been the Johnstruct. I've been having a Pathologic 3 adventure.